What's going on? You're tuned in to another Six Visions exclusive interview. My name is Sik Saleem, and today my guest is a jack of all trades, basically. He's an engineer, producer, artist. Kin9 G, what's up, buddy?
What's good, bro? How are you?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good.
Good. I want to get right into the projects, bro, because you've been working a lot lately. You have a lot of shit coming out, a lot of stuff that you've been working on. Let's start with the first project, Elude.
Bet.
So this was a summertime project, I believe?
Yep.
Yeah, so summertime project. You told me an interesting fact about this project that I want to talk about. You said majority of this, if not all of it, was basically freestyled.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So, okay, so the first three tracks, Elude, Back It Up, and Swerve.
Those are all like last minute tracks.
Really?
Yeah.
Those are the three I bump constantly.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it was, so, I got to refresh my memory now.
Yeah, you have Elude, which is the first track.
Yeah, no, yeah, Elude, that was actually the last track we did.
Okay.
I was in the studio, it was like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. at Mad.
Yeah.
I was with Lozy, the producer there.
Right.
And I was just like, yo, let's just do one more track. Because the tape was called Elude, and I'm like, come on, do a song called Elude.
Right.
And like pulled up the beat was smacking, and we just went in there, freestyled it all there till like 4 a.m.
Right.
Like got it all out, the flows, got the words down actually, and then came out, and then I just went back and just perfected it basically.
That's cool because that track is kind of like the, I guess, not just the title track, but that's the track that got the video for it.
Yeah,
and that's the track that kind of, I guess, drove the project. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So let's talk about the video for it then. Like, because I know there's an interesting story about that.
Yeah, there was a lot that went on with the video. We had like this whole production we were going to go down with, but like it's my first music video. We're trying to go big on it, and like not everything went according to plan. Mm-hmm. But like,
can you talk about what that means?
Yeah, so like we got like a location on the riverfront. Like we still use footages. Like it was supposed to be specifically like 92 shooting the video.
92 is the video director?
Yeah, video director.
Okay.
Shout out 92. He's dope. Supposed to shoot it. We had this whole plan going on. Graham was also another guy there too. Right. And then it's Steven. He does Cosmic Films. So
so Graham and Steven, just so people know, are the other videographers.
other directors. Yes. Graham ended up taking over for the video because 92 just had some personal things like he was going on with. He couldn't finish it off. So like it was supposed to be done like months ago. Right. Or like we sat on it. Like I was like, okay, we're just gonna sit on it like for now until whatever. And then we just basically like we went on like video call, me and Graham, and he said, yo, look, let's just do it. We got some footages from the one on the riverfront. Right. And then we put them together with all the new stuff we did. Like went to the studio place at the, I forget that, you know the place.
Oh yeah. I know what you mean.
I did all that.
Do all the interior shots and stuff.
Yeah, and then we just did like, everything was just kind of like run and gun type thing. Like we had ideas what we want to do, but then we were just like, you know, we're feeling it out how the day goes on, and we're like, okay, we're going to shoot here, and then we're going to do it here, and like, it was playing, and it ended up just turning out really good, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a dope video, and the concept of it was pretty cool, too. You said that was your first music video.
Yeah, it was
right?
the first one.
How did you feel being on set as your first
Actually,
time?
No, first music video
was
Overdose was the first,
Okay, we'll talk about Overdose in a second.
Actually, wait. Now I'm thinking.
No, because
it was Elude first.
You shot it first.
I shot it first.
You shot it first. You didn't release it first.
Yeah, I didn't release it first.
Okay, so how did you feel being on set for that?
I was nervous as shit. I was like, damn. I was like, it's my first music video. I'm like out here. I'm out here just low-key taking little shots in the back.
And also when you were kind of like a solo performer.
Yeah.
For the song, because there's no features on the track.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like, I had like people come out and everything, and like just all of them watching you, and I'm just like, it's my first time, and I'm like, see the big camera, and you're like, you know, it's like, damn.
How many people were on set total?
For what? Like
for the riverfront shoot, the mansion shoot.
20.
Okay, yeah, because I know there was like party scenes going on. There's a bunch of other shit going on too.
Yeah, crew members. That whole day was crazy, bro. So it was like a mess, bro. It was a big mess.
The next track on there is called "Back It Up."
Yeah,
featuring Peso Benjis. He's a local artist here.
Shout out Pesos.
That song's got a dope vibe to it. It's like I've noticed this with a lot of your music too, and I'll talk about that in a second as well. But yeah, "Back It Up" and then "Swerve" also has like. It's like groove to it. It almost has a bouncy vibe to it, right?
Yeah, 2000-ish, I feel.
Exactly, something like that. Now, I noticed it's about your music, but what's your ethnicity?
Italian, Venezuelan.
Okay.
Half Latino, half Italian. Yeah.
No Middle Eastern at all?
No.
You have
no Middle Eastern. I'm not Arab.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were Middle Eastern too when I first met you.
But I do love my Arabs. Don't get me wrong. I hang, all my boys are Arabs, bro. I learned all the lingo, everything. You know.
That's hilarious. Okay.
I swear, bro.
That's so funny. No, I say that because all your music, all of it has like this Middle Eastern vibe to it.
Really? You feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got like this Middle Eastern groove. That's why I'm like, yo, this motherfucker is definitely Middle Eastern, bro.
No.
And you're like, no, yo, I'm Italian. I'm like, okay, at least half Middle Eastern.
I got the Latino in me too. It's a little spicy, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the guitar and stuff. It's all like mixed together.
Did you grow up listening to like any other ethnic music besides just, I guess, Latin and
I didn't even listen to hip hop till like grade 6, 7.
Okay.
Like it's not, but like I took like guitar lessons for like 8 years, 9 years, and like during those things, like I was just doing like my dad was like huge into like 80s rock, like all like Led Zeppelin, Guns N' Roses, AC/DC. Yeah. So I was just listening to all those.
Oh,
and
you were
like,
heavy into rock.
Yeah, I did all the rock stuff. Like I was just learning how to do guitar solos, all that stuff, learning how to do all those things. Like, I listened like, like it was here and there. I listened to some rap and stuff, but like wasn't heavy. I know when I was born, my mom used to play a lot of like Bob Marley and like Latino artists like Mark Anthony, like all this stuff, like whatever.
Right.
And like, I don't know. It was just like... And then as I grew older, it just like hip hop was like, oh, that's sick, like and then freaking now I'm just doing. I like everything. I like R&B, hip hop, rock, everything, Latino.
Right,
music,
and now that kind of ties into the next part here. What I was gonna say is like you're like I said in the intro, you're almost a jack of all trades. You're a producer, you're an artist, you're an engineer.
Yeah.
When you're engineering something that's a hip hop song versus something, let's say a rock song, do you have the knowledge to kind of bounce around between genres?
Yeah, I can do like I know how like a rock song's supposed to sound. Like in school, I went to Berkeley online for like a whole year, and I like most of the stuff I had to mix was either like rockish, like pop. I did some like EDM tracks, like They like it's more of that, and then they'll do like some rap like here and there. They just want you to mix master like live instruments and everything. So I have like a knowledge of how to like.
No,
mix
do you think because obviously mixing a rock song is way more complex than mixing a hip hop song.
Oh yeah.
Now, do you think that if you mix a rock song, you know how to mix a rock song?
Yeah.
It's easier to mix the hip hop, or do you think it's two separate elements altogether?
It's like the same and it's different. Like like I feel like rock like. I mean, like, it depends what rock you're doing, but, like, anything clean, like, guitar or whatever, like, there's just certain ways they want you, like, for example, the instrumentals and the vocals are pretty much, like, the same level, like, loudness. In hip-hop, it's, like, the drums are, like, driven. Like, those are, like, the 808 and kick are smacking.
Right.
Vocals, yeah, like, you have to, like, be in the forefront, too, but, like,
for sure.
Melodies kind of just sits in the back, So, like, I don't know, I feel like I can, like, mix and master hip-hop quicker, but, like, if I were to do like a pop track or a rock track, like I take my time. Like like the song "Tell Me" was like a popish thing I did, and I mixed mastered that whole one like myself. Like that was like a school project, and I just put it on the thing.
Dope.
Yeah.
So for Elude, then did you kind of produce the entire project or just like certain ones?
I'm trying to remember
because there's 15 songs on here.
I produced, so I was producing all of them, and then because it was all during like the first lockdown, like a year ago,
right.
And I was just like, man, I'm bored at home. Like, what am I going to do? So I was just like, screw it. I was thinking, like, I thought Corona was, like, going to be done so in summertime. Like, I was like, I'm like, we're not going to be locked down for long. So I was like, let me just try to make, like, a summer tape. Like, I got time.
Right.
So I was producing them. I'm trying to remember which ones I produced. Back It Up, I produced.
So I'll go through the track to say yes or no. Elude?
No.
Back It Up?
Yeah.
Swerve?
No.
Slide?
Yeah. Actually, Lozy did that one. Lozy Beats, yeah.
Summer Nights?
I produced that one.
Salma?
I produced that one.
Tell Me?
I produced that one.
Fade Away?
I produced that one.
On Me?
I produced that one.
Trouble?
That one was Steez.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stay Lit?
Shout out Steez. Produced that one.
Bad For You?
That one I didn't.
One and Only?
That one I did.
Come Home?
Yep.
And Spend the Night?
Yeah. Oh, crap, I did.
You produced the majority of the track there.
I didn't realize how much I produced on that whole tape, bro.
Yeah, you did. So you did majority of your things there.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that. That's
so,
crazy.
Here, I'm going to pull up the next project now because you also dropped a second project recently.
Yeah, Same Space, New Place.
Yeah, Same Space, New Place. What's the meaning behind the title there?
So, like, I don't know. I moved. Like, I was, like, when I Elude, I was at my old house. I ended up moving. There was a lot of huge changes, like, going on through my life. Like,
okay.
Just on, like, some low-key stuff. And then, like, I wanted it to be, like, I was just in my head. I made that tape literally, like, 3 days. So, like, just beat, vocals. Well, I just had it, like, just all flowing through. Like, I was just, and, like, in my head, I was just, like, like, what do I want to call this tape? Like,
right.
like I'm still. So I was wanting to say like even if I relocate or like go somewhere else, like I'm still in my same like element, my same space. Like that's where like. So it doesn't matter where I am. Like, doesn't matter if I'm here or there. Like, I'm going to be in my same element, my same feel, my same mindset. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So that's why I call it, like, same space, new place. Like,
got you. Okay.
I'm in the same area of my mind. I'm in the same whatever, what I'm thinking in my head, but I'm just different place. Doesn't matter.
Got you.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Just like new beginnings type shit.
This is a very short project now compared to Elude. Like, much shorter. As opposed to 15 tracks. This is 6 tracks. Thief in the Night. That's my favorite track on the project.
Yeah. I got a lot of people saying that too.
Yeah, so I'll talk about just briefly, like cover each track. Like so, No Service, Thief in the Night, Anesthesia, Amor, Moonlight, and Struggle Free. Just briefly, like go over each track, kind of like what they mean.
So like No Service for me was just like me, like I had all these problems surrounding me, like just everything was crazy, and like I was just in this like area of my head of my life, just like where I want to have like no service, like no contact from nobody, whatever, just myself thinking, like figuring out if everything I'm going through is like. Is there a purpose why I'm doing this? Like, what is it? Like, I'm trying to figure everything out. Like, that's why I say in there, like, trying to figure out my purpose. Like, you know, and like just everything that was happening in my life, you hear things in there that was happening, going on. And like just me having my mindset of just like, I'll just prevail through it, you know, like I'll figure it out eventually type thing.
Right.
So it's just like, yeah, it's just more like a self-seeking type song. For me, that's the way I
for sure
let it out, portrayed it, you know?
Right.
And then Thief in the Night was just me goofing around, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just, I just freestyling on the beat. Then I was just like, she a spicy little mommy, and then just like whatever. And that one is just like me just being like, it's like a lewd, like, it's so weird because like I'm not like that type of person to just be like, oh, like fuck bitches, like whatever, like you know, player type shit. But like, it just comes out when I make music for some reason.
Okay, now here's the thing. That's a funny point you make because again, the first 3 tracks on even on Elude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know.
They have the same like theme,
right?
So
it's like sword bitch, like you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's like back it up, drop it down, like all.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I love the women. I don't hate on women. You know. Like,
how does your girl feel about making those types of tracks?
She doesn't care.
It's entertainment.
Yeah, it's just entertainment. Like she knows, like I'm not even like talking about her. Like,
because I know some people that'll get like, yo,
yeah,
you should be making them times and shit.
She's super sweet, bro.
Yeah, good.
Super supportive.
What's Anesthesia mean to you?
So when I made Anesthesia, I was saying, bro, the whole tape is just me, like I was just in my like zone, bro. I was just struggling. Like I was just going through a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Like Anesthesia was just more of like, I feels like I'm on anesthesia. Like I feel like my whole body's numb, but like I can still think, like, you know, when they put you under and stuff like that, like you're kind of like unconscious. Like it feels like when I'm walking everywhere, I just feel like numb. There's a point in my life where I just like was not feeling like nothing. Like you know, it was just so like I was just explaining things like shit I was going through, or just saying like life like built me like a machine, like or turned me super like cold, like you know what I'm saying, like just talking my things. I'm just like, that one was just me like getting my frustration out type thing.
Right.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Yeah. No, because again, overall, this project does have a more deeper feeling and meaning than Elude altogether. Elude, like I said, it was a summer project.
Fun.
It was fun.
I was just joking around.
Now this one, like even when I heard it, bro, and like again, No Service, like even songs like Moonlight, where I'm just like, you feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't need to cover every track because, like you said, it's generally just you being in your feels.
No.
Now, I just want to go over one thing. Do you mainly freestyle a lot of your projects? Like, what did you do for this project versus Elude that was different?
This one, I feel like I was being more myself.
Okay. What do you mean by that? In terms of like content, in terms of process?
Content. Like I want to explain it. Like Elude, I was myself, but I wasn't myself. It was just side? Like, it was like my fun side, like just goofing around. Like, you know, like I hear like what people talk about and they're like what they think are like hit tracks and like all this stuff. And I'm like, so I'm just trying to like make those, and like I listen to those and I like them. Like, don't get me wrong, but like this music and like upcoming music, like this nighttime stuff, but like even summer stuff, I just like, I want to be more expressive, like who I really am deep down, like, you know?
Yeah.
Cause like, there's just a lot of stuff. It's not like cap, but it's just me being like, you know, like just joking around or like goofing off, like, you know. But this one, I was just more in depth with like myself, like the process of it. I was just like, I'm just gonna go off the head. Whatever comes out, like, you know.
Absolutely.
So like, it's not all like I freestyle it and like every word's for word. It's like sometimes I go like like the way I do it is I hear the instrumental and I would just sing it or like rap it.
Right.
And like I'll even say like gibberish. Like
yeah.
I won't say nothing, but just catch the flow, catch it. I might say like I'm in the mountains with no service. Like for that one, I said that specifically, and then I just went right off of that. Like you know.
Got you. So it's always like this one kind of like a key liner word or phrase that
either
sets
a key
it off.
liner or I just hearing the beat, like I just know what I want to talk about. Like I've experienced something and I just want to write it down.
That's crazy, man. Because I mean, a lot of people do that too. So now when you're making a track and you're just kind of like referencing something, you're just kind of like freestyling. Yeah. Has there ever been a moment where you said something freestyle? But I mean, besides like you just said the no service thing, but like you're just kind of gibberish and it's like, no, keep that. Instead of redoing it for full, you actually keep the gibberish per se, just so it fits, because it fits, you know?
Yeah, some of those tracks, I did that. Just keep the gibberish. Like it was it came out clean, so I was just like, I don't need to redo that.
Wow.
Like the whole "She's Spicy Little Mommy," like about to pull up in a Rari, that was like all like just freestyle, and I was just like, oh, it sounds clean. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. Screw it. I'm like, whatever.
Right.
It's like I'll listen a lot of times and be like, could I have done this better? Like, could I put more like things? And if I don't feel like I have to, then I'm Gucci. Like, you know, like.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So now that's the artist side that we covered. Let's talk about the producer king.
Yeah.
Right? So in terms of production, well, how long? At what point did you say, okay, you want to start producing too? Because you just said you play guitar.
Yeah.
You did say you do all that. So was it producer first and then artist, or artist first then producer?
I didn't pick up producing till like grade 12 or like first year university.
Okay.
Like one of my boys like just showed me like beat stuff, and I was just like, that's hard. I'm just gonna goof around. Just get on in and just slowly build up. Slowly did it.
Yeah.
And then I just started getting onto it, and then it just came natural. Like. You know, like it just started getting easier, and then like I pick up kind of like quick on the music stuff.
Right.
It was just I don't know why it's in me type thing, but like started doing that, and then we're here now. But the guitar stuff, I was doing that since I was like 6 or 5.
Right.
My mom tells me I just picked up a guitar, just started playing it. They're like, oh.
Started playing a fucking...
It's like natural.
Jimi Hendrix type shit?
Actually. I played Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze, all that stuff, bro. Yeah, I know.
That's so funny.
I know, bro. Slash was my favorite guitarist. Guns N' Roses, bro. I used to freaking watch it. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. I used to watch him 24/7, bro.
I know Guns N' Roses. I don't know like individual members.
Yeah, the guitarist on there, yeah.
That's so funny. So now when you're producing, has there been a time where artists have come up to you and be like, yo, King, can you produce this for me? Or produce that, and you've worked on other people's projects rather than your own? Yeah,
I'm trying to think. Like, yes and no, because I was, like, it takes time. Like, it doesn't, like, I don't use FL Studios. Like,
right.
I'm just saying I use Logic, and, like, for me, I feel like that's more time-consuming. And, like, it just, when I had to have the engineering, the producing, the artistry, it's, like, trying to balance all those is, like, damn, like. But I know I have. I just can't think of if I've done. Who have I done? Produced their tracks. Yeah, I can't really. I don't got anything coming in my head for that right now.
It's all good. Yeah, let's move on to the engineering side now, because like engineering, like you said, you went to Berkeley, right? Online.
Yeah.
When you were in school for it, first of all, what made you want to go to school for it rather than just learn it on your own?
So it was like I was in HK. I was 2 years into that, and I was just like, I don't want to do this, like, you know, like physio, like whatever. Like I liked it, like I did have it, like I did like it, but I was just like, eh. And then like, so I took a year off, and I was just like, I kind of like I was trying to convince my parents, because my parents are like, you go back to school or whatever, and I'm just like, how about I go to school for this?
Yeah.
And they're like, okay. So I was just
as long as you go to school.
As long as I did something in school, but like I also wanted to like acknowledge more, and like honestly, like doing that like was probably like one of my best like decisions I've done, because like after I took that year of school, like my knowledge and everything like just like expanded.
But
like,
do you think you were able to possibly do that without going to school, for instance?
Yeah, and like no, it's like yes, you can. Like there's YouTube, there's like tutorials you could, but like going to the school, they give you like real in-depth knowledge. And, like, people who are in there, like, teaching were already working with Grammy-nominated, like, artists or, like, stuff like that. Okay. And, like, they just know the industry. Like, you know, like, they tell you what people, like, look for. They say, like, the feeling into a track. They'll explain everything. Like, and, like, over time, you could learn that, like, working out in a studio and working with an engineer who knows what there doing. Like,
for sure.
Shadow has taught me, like, a lot. Like, it's the engineer at Mad Studios.
Yep. Now, did they teach you the business side of it too, or was it more so just the technical hands-on mixing side?
No, that was just the technical hands-on, but they do teach business too. Like
right.
They could teach you the whole marketing, or like if you want to be like agent, or like how to go about it, music stuff.
Right.
So,
now, okay, so you went to Berkeley for school, engineering, all that stuff. Do you think that learning it online was, I guess, less beneficial than learning it in person, or do you think how did that differentiate?
Yeah, like. Because everything they pose, like, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like, it's not the same thing, but it's kind of like what happened after the pandemic. Everyone was in university or everything. They had to learn online.
Right.
But like, well, mine, it wasn't like we had exams and stuff like that. It was like every week we're learning a slide, learning it. They'll post videos, they'll do live seminars. And then like at the end of the week, we have an assignment. So it's like you learn, you see everything. They show you tutorials. You watch the videos, how they're doing it. They're explaining everything. And then they give you a project to do, and you kind of just what you saw and how to learn to do it. So it's like kind of seeing right in front of you, you know?
Right.
But like the only thing is just like someone doesn't tell you like if you're doing something wrong, or like, you know? So that's kind of up to you to like, that's kind of up to you to focus and like make sure you know what you're doing.
Right.
But yeah, trial and error. But like then again, it's like there's really no rules in music either.
For
but
sure.
like in a way there is, but there's not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I mean, yeah, I guess because you're not gonna mix a hip hop song like the way you mix a pop song or something. You know what I'm saying? There's I guess key elements like when you have like a reverb or a delay or whatever. But generally, you're not throwing. I'm sure you're not just throwing like a huge distortion on like a hip hop lead melody, for example, as opposed to a rock guitar. Unless it sounds good. I
mean, I might. Yeah. Well, me, I don't care. Like me, I'll just be like,
do it.
I'm gonna just try it. Fuck.
Well, it's like there's an EDM DJ Flume. He does that. He'll make like an EDM track with like hip hop drums, or he'll make a hip hop track with like rock. You know what I'm saying? So he makes the matches all the time.
Yeah.
Real quick, while we're still on the engineering side, can you explain the difference between a distortion and saturation?
Yeah, okay. So like distortion is like you're kind of like, I don't want to be like wrong in this. Like I do know and I don't know. Like saturation is kind of like you're kicking, like you're boosting a frequency, but like it's not like ripping apart the wavelengths like in a way where it's like it gives it like a white noise, like distortion. Like it gives it white noise, like it gives it like volume.
Yeah.
So like if I were to put a saturation on, like let's say like a vocal, it's gonna, the more saturation you put, the more distorted it would feel. Okay. So it feels like the noise or like the wave frequencies are gonna be like disrupted.
Right.
But with distortion, it's kind of like distortion is basically you're messing up the wavelength to give it like a certain like feel or texture, sound, and it gives it like frequency boosts. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can play with the frequencies like low to high spectrum, like if people who do this stuff, they know what I'm talking about. I don't know normal people. This
is just for me though, personally. This is for me. Cause I played with saturators and I played with distorters.
They're kind of like the same thing, but like it is the same thing. It's giving it more color. That's how I can explain it. Saturation gives it more like color, like more. You know what I'm talking about.
And see, that's the funny part.
Distortion gives it more dirt. That's how I say. Yeah.
And see, I love that. I love that you said it that way, because that kind of leads into the next thing here is like using terms such as color, grunge, dirt, warmth.
It just tells you,
I guess you have to do it to kind of understand it too, because I've had a conversation with people where I'm like, yo, this is like a warmer sound. This is like a dirtier sound. Yeah. What does that mean? It's like you just listen to it and you kind of know. Yeah,
it's like, it's so funny, like working with some like artists sometimes, like in a studio or something, or like they don't know like distortion is, so they'll be like, yo, I want like it dirtier. But like,
so you make
like
it
a
dirty.
Travis like thing, and I'm just like, I know what you want, bro. Like, you know, like it's just funny. Like it's just when you it's like a feel thing. Like, you know.
Has there ever been an instance in studio where someone's like, yo, I want. Sorry about that. Yo, we had a little technical issue on the camera there. So we were talking about like an issue in studio. If anybody has
like if they ask for something, and it's just like like no, like, you know, like I'll be like if usually I give my personal like input too. Like I will give them when I'll be like, I don't know if you like that, but I mean, like I'll try it either way, like for you, but like here, like I'll show you, and like I'll do it, and then like they'll hear it and they'll be like, yeah, maybe not that, and be like, how about we try maybe this? Like, you know, I give them like something a little bit, or like just mess around, and they'll be like, yo, like that's crazy, like, you know, like whatever, like so like I'll do that, because like I know what they're going for, but like it's not like they're like maybe the right, like what you got to listen to everything like on this track or whatever.
Exactly.
Like, something experimental will be like cool, but like sometimes I know what they're going for, but you just kind of have to work around it in a way.
Right. Now, are you the type of engineer that is like, you kind of work with the artist to create the sound that they're looking for? Or are you the type that's like, I'm the engineer, I know what I'm doing, like, let me just do it?
No. It's in school. We learned, I learned in school, like, they're telling me, that was one thing I liked in school, 'cause they're telling you what to do and what not to do, like, when you're with an artist. And it's like, you should pay attention, you should give them full undivided attention, actually, like, show you're into their stuff. Like, when they ask you for something, do it, like, give it to them. Like, you give your personal opinions if you think, like, but like, I kind of try to just build like a nice relationship around like whoever I'm working with, and be like, I'll give them, like, I'll feel them out first, see how they are. Like, if they already know what they want, then okay, like, but my job is just to make their vision come to life. That's basically what an engineer is, like, make what they're putting in and make it come to life.
You see, I like that, because I've worked with engineers in the past who have been like, it's like you try to give them this is kind of how I'm going forward. They're like, no, this will sound better. Like, I know what I'm doing. Like, this is what sounds better.
It's just like,
I'm not working with you.
Yeah, I don't want to work. Yeah, like, me as an artist knows that too. Like, like, there's the two coins. Like, I can just, like, if I'm working with someone, be like, no, it's like this, and I'm like, bro, I'm coming to you for my product. Like, this is like, I get it. You're a professional, but like, I know what I want. Like, I have my vision. Like, I have what I want to hear. Like, 100%. So like, someone who can understand that and really try to do that for you is like, that's those are people that are gonna keep coming back to,
100%. I mentioned the overdose video near the beginning of the interview, guys. So we'll come back to us. Let's touch on that real quick. That was a great project for me as a video director. That was the biggest video I've directed till date. And I remember you being on set as like, that was the first released video you've done. Correct? Now, for Elude's video, you were solo. For this project, you had Devo as a co-star, and then you had a bunch of other co-stars on set with you. How did you feel? Because I mean, I know. Just explain your whole your whole experience of that, because I know how nervous you were to how comfortable you got near the end.
Yeah, no, I was nervous as shit. I was like, like, there's the Lambos, there's all these cars, there's everybody around here, a whole production thing in front. We're shooting these big things, and I'm just like, I did the Elude, but like, I was just like, but, and then I was there, and I'm just like, all right, like, I could try, and like, like, the first videos, like, I just didn't know, like, I was not opening my mouth, I was forgetting lyrics, like, I was just like, like, I was getting nervous, I'm just like, shit, like, But then after, towards the end, like, you were telling me things, and like, people were telling me like, yo, just loosen up, like, whatever, like, that's when I started getting more like comfortable. I was still like nervous, like, pretty much throughout the whole thing.
Exactly.
But like, just going through that experience just kind of taught me, like, like, just block out everything. Who cares?
100%.
Just be you, like,
as if you're performing on stage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Speaking of videos, now you have one more that's coming out soon. It looked fucking phenomenal when you shot it, dude. Yeah, it was like snowing. It looked gorgeous. I know you were freezing your ass off.
Yeah, I was.
It's funny because you told me when I put the video out with Devo, you're like, I know y'all froze your ass off for that. Yeah, now you know how it feels.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, I saw that video and I'm like, I already know what they just went through. Yeah.
You went through an entire snowstorm for this video. Can you just quickly talk about what song it is and what the video shoot process was like for that?
Yeah, so Graham shot it, and what we did was, I hit him up like last minute. He just flew out to LA to work with like an LA artist, True Car. And I hit him up like last minute. I'm like, yo, do you still? Because we were supposed to do another video for Slide, actually.
Okay.
We had a whole nother production for that, and then lockdown happened. I'm like, okay, whatever. So then afterward, I'm just thinking, like, I'm having this EP release. I want to have a music video done before it, so I could release it like when everything's out and ready. So then I was just like, yo, can we shoot like a last minute video before you leave? Like, you're supposed to fly out Tuesday. We shot it like Thursday.
Jeez.
And or like Friday, yeah. And then he's just like, yeah, bet. We talk on like Zoom, like what we want to do. We kind of try to do maybe a little story, but in a way we're just like, you know what? Let's just run and gun it. So like, he wanted to go look at a dope location. He thought it'd be dope, and we just did it. Like, just picked the day to go shoot it. I tried to hit up my barbers. I'm like, yo, can you low-key give me a cut? They're like, no, I can't. Like, I'm like, damn, all right. So I lined myself up. No hat. No, I lined myself up, everything, bro. Okay. I was like, okay, I'm going to line myself up. Screw it, whatever.
Yeah.
You go to Detroit Riverfront, take a shoot there. This guy, Jorian, I don't know.
Jordan. Yeah. Jordan's dope.
He's dope. I always ask him to come out. He's always down, so it's sick. He did BTS. Shot it there, and then we're just like, yo, we also shot it, where was it? You know that parking lot near the casino?
Oh, yeah.
like that big one. You just shot in like that little area there. You just try to make it not look like Windsor in a way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel
not
that's the
like
goal, bro.
No,
like, no disrespect.
Yeah, no disrespect to Windsor. Like, it's my like hometown city.
Yeah,
but like, there's nothing really like appealing like to the eyes. Like only like the riverfront and shit. Yeah. So like
we drove. We see Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit. Yeah, exactly. It's Detroit at the end of the day, right? Yeah. So freaking, we drove all the way to Amherstburg.
Yeah.
If when you watch the video, you can see the one streetway. It's a one-way street, and it was like just dead. It was like, what's the word again? It just looked like a zombie apocalypse. No one's around, bro.
Right,
deserted. Like shit. We're gonna shoot right here.
Yeah.
And then it was dope scenes. Did that. We went to the front over there too.
Yeah.
And then we did another day. The next day was at Malden on top, and then I was looking at the weather like app, and I'm just like, yo, it's supposed to be like a big snowstorm at like 6. We get there like 5:30. We start shooting. 6 o'clock comes. It's not a snowstorm. We're like, yo, this is sick. Start performing. Next thing you know, like the snowstorm just comes crazy. Right. It's just like, and like Graham's like, yo, shoot, and I'm here like, yo, I'm freezing my ass off, bro. Like the wind was like blowing in my face. I thought we were done, so he's like, nah, now we're going to Suicide Hill.
Yeah. Hey, man,
that was even crazier.
Let me tell you, I bet. You're higher up now. Let me tell you this one. Let me tell you this much. As an artist, y'all got to sacrifice a lot of shit. Yeah, I'm sure with Graham, he had his coat on, his gloves and shit.
He was crazy. Good. He wore no gloves.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can sympathize with him because you can't work with gloves, bro. Especially when you're operating a camera. It's hard with gloves. Yeah. But like at the same time, it's like, yo, you guys get the shit out because you can still have to look good on camera.
Yeah. I was trying to like melt all the words as like perfectly as possible without looking like I was freezing.
Your mouth froze up.
Yeah, if you actually look at like when you look at the coloring and stuff, like the original stuff, like when you actually like flat it out, you can see my nose and ears just red as hell in it.
Holy shit.
And I'm like, yo, you gotta like take down the reds a little bit, like, you know, because like. It just looked like I was freezing out that thing. I just didn't want to make it look like I was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, bro. So.
Definitely, bro. Yeah. All right, man. King, we got to wrap this interview up soon, bro. Sir. What's besides the video now, what's the upcoming project for you? What else you got going on?
I'm going crazy this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm going to drop a bunch of singles. I got a summer EP.
All right.
I already have that. Like
freestyling that one too?
Yeah. No, I already have those tracks. Like,
right.
You know, I just got to polish them.
Yeah.
And then... yeah, just do more music videos, you know, just keep pushing, you know.
Yeah. Now, real quick, I talked to Josh Cab.
Yeah.
You and him work very close together.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
He said the same thing. He's like, yo, man, King and Rico, the third guy. He's like,
Rico's like, been grinding his ass off.
King and Rico work their ass off all the time. And sometimes they'll be like, yo, Josh, bro, just fucking put a track out, bro. Go work. There's like, they're always on my ass to work. So, man, I'm happy to hear that y'all are still working, man, even through all this shit.
Yeah, like, no, we're all close. We're all boys. We all like push each other to be like better. Like,
of course.
You know? Like, that's so, like, having a group of people who want to support each other and push each other to be their full potentials. Like, you want to be around those people.
Definitely essential, man.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Where can they find you on your social medias and stuff?
Kin9 G on Instagram. Kin9 G on Twitter. Kin9 G on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's about it?
I think
Kin9 G on Spotify.
Spotify, Apple Music, all that. Yeah, you can find me on all that stuff,
as close as Josh is to you, bro.
Yeah.
This man called you Kin9 G.
No way.
Son, I was dying.
He called me that? No, he's doing that to tease me. I know you did that. I know you did that on purpose.
He was Kin9 G? I'm like, no.
I know he did that on purpose. I'm going to rape him out when I see him, bro. You're not getting that track, bro, and you know which one I'm talking about now. No, I'm joking.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Sik Saleem. You can follow me on Instagram at Sik Saleem. Follow me on Twitter at Sik Saleem. Follow the Facebook page. Everything is in the bio down here. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Like the video. Thumbs up. All that good shit, man. And we got a couple more coming because, like I said before, we're trying to get as many as we can done before this other lockdown comes by, and who knows, another fucking snowstorm that traps us in. Because the last one locked us in hard, bro. Couldn't leave the fucking house with that one. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Peace.